Stop looking for a mentor who will hold your hand. Stop waiting for the economy to get better. You are trying to build a mansion on a mud foundation, and you are angry because the rain keeps washing it away. You have a low income, I know that. You feel the ceiling pressing down on your skull every time you check your bank account. You work hard, you are honest, and you are broke. Here is the brutal truth they hid from you. Kindness does not pay rent. Hard work without strategy is just slavery with a smile. Niccolò Machiavelli, the master of power, fear, and survival, did not write for kings in castles. He wrote for the hungry. He wrote for the underdog who is willing to see reality as it is, not as they wish it to be. Today, I am not going to teach you how to save more coffee money. I am going to teach you how to build wealth from nothing, using 10 ruthless, Machiavellian strategies. If you have a soft heart, click away now. But if you are ready to weaponize your mind, listen closely. The first strategy: stop being loyal to starvation. Machiavelli wrote, "It is much safer to be feared than loved." You have been taught that loyalty to a low-paying job is noble. It is not. It is a trap. Your brain craves security, so you cling to a paycheck that insults you. You wake up at 6 a.m. for a boss who doesn't know your name. Why? Because you are terrified of the void. On a low income, your only real asset is your absence. The moment you are irreplaceable to a bad employer, you are trapped. Wealth begins the day you become dangerous, the day you can walk away. Tonight, write down one skill you can learn in 90 days that makes you mobile. Freelancing, sales, a trade. Do not ask for permission. Build your exit in silence. Fear your poverty more than you fear change. Let the dread of staying the same become heavier than the dread of the unknown. The second strategy: the fox and the lion. Brute force won't work. Manipulate the system. Machiavelli said a ruler must be both a lion to scare wolves and a fox to avoid traps. Most poor people try to be lions. They work twice as hard. They break their backs. Lions get hunted. Foxes get fed. On a low income, you cannot outmuscle the wealthy. You must outthink them. Real-world lesson. You think the rich got there by working 9 to 5? No. They used leverage. They used information asymmetry. They knew something you didn't. Stop asking, "How do I make money?" Start asking, "What does the market need that it doesn't know it needs yet?" Learn a high-value skill nobody in your circle has. Coding, copywriting, negotiation. Be the fox who sneaks into the castle while the lion fights at the gate. Let go of the ego that says, working harder is morally superior. Working smarter is survival. Intelligence is the new violence. The third: the art of appearing rich. While being ruthlessly frugal, Machiavelli knew that perception is power. He wrote, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. Opportunity flows to those who look like they already have money." Banks, investors, mentors, landlords, they all trust the mask. You are poor because you signal poverty. You wear your exhaustion like a badge. You complain about bills in public. You have trained everyone around you to see you as struggling. Wealth is silent, but the appearance of competence is loud. Buy one good watch, one clean jacket. Speak less. Smile less nervously. Stop telling people you are broke. For 30 days, stop venting about money. Stop asking for discounts like a victim. Instead, invest $50 in a plain, high-quality outfit. Learn to walk slowly. Learn to pause before answering. Perceive yourself as wealthy first. You are not lying. You are rehearsing your future self. The mask becomes the man. Strategy 4. Never waste hate. Channel envy into cold fuel. You see your friends buying cars. You see influencers flying first class. You feel that green, acidic burn in your chest. Jealousy. Most people let envy rot them. They gossip. They post bitter comments. That is weakness. Machiavelli understood. Envy is a compass. Whatever makes you angry that someone else has, that is exactly what you must build. The poor man resents the rich man. The future rich man studies the rich man. He asks, "What did he sacrifice that I am unwilling to sacrifice?" Next time jealousy hits you, do not scroll away. Write down exactly what they have that you want. Then ask, what pain did they endure to get this? Then go endure that pain. Turn your resentment into reconnaissance. Hate is rocket fuel. Burn it clean. Strategy 5. The ditch digger's secret. Trade time for leverage, never for survival. Machiavelli warned, men are quick to change their nature when it serves their ambition. But here is the trap. You sell your hours. You sell your back. You sell your focus. Time is the only non-renewable resource. If you trade 40 hours for $800, you are not building wealth. You are surviving. And survival is a full-time distraction. On low income, you cannot save your way out. You must create assets while you sleep. A digital product. A service that bills monthly. A system. Dedicate 1 hour before work or after midnight to building a leverage asset. It could be a $7 PDF guide, a freelance profile, a YouTube channel, something you make once and sell many times. You are not looking for a second job. You are looking for a second income stream that does not care if you sleep. Let your money work. Let your systems work. You are the architect, not the donkey. Strategy 6. The cruelty of clarity. Cut off the dead weight. Within 30 days, Machiavelli wrote, if you must injure someone, do it so severely that you need not fear their vengeance. Your social circle is a financial death cult. Your cousin who mocks your side hustle. Your friend who says money isn't everything. Your partner who wants to stay humble. Wealth is isolating. On a low income, you cannot afford sentimental loyalty to people who normalize mediocrity. They will keep you warm while you freeze to death. Perform a 30-day social audit. For 2 weeks, don't initiate contact with anyone who drains your ambition. See who calls you. See who asks about your goals. The silence will tell you everything. Loneliness is the entry fee to a new tax bracket. Be okay with being the boring one. Be okay with being the quiet one. You are not losing friends. You are losing anchors. Strategy 7. The poverty purgatory. Burn the one-day fantasy. Machiavelli said, never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. But the biggest deception is the one you tell yourself. One day, I'll start. Low income is not a financial problem. It is a time perception problem. The poor man believes he has time. The rich man knows every second is a theft, if unused. You are not being patient. You are being a coward. You are waiting for permission from a universe that doesn't know you exist. Pick one wealth-building action you have been avoiding. Register for the course. Make the cold call. Post the ugly first video. Do it in the next 3 hours. Not tomorrow. Not Monday. Now. Treat your poverty like a fire in your house. You wouldn't say, I'll call the fire department next month. Run. Fight. Build. Today. Strategy 8. The scapegoat strategy. Use the system's rules to break the system. Machiavelli advised princes to put all blame on others while taking all credit for success. The wealthy use legal structures, tax codes, and debt strategically. The poor see loopholes as cheating. That is moral vanity. Real-world lesson. You think the government, the bank, or the system is fair? It is not. It is a game, and you are playing checkers while they play 4D chess. Practical action. Spend 5 hours this week studying financial literacy specific to low income. How to use secured credit cards. How to access micro-grants. How to write off business expenses. If you sell a $20 service online, learn the loopholes. Emotional transformation. You are not cheating. You are learning the language of the enemy. Stop being proud of your ignorance. The rules only hurt you if you don't read them. Strategy 9. The dull blade. Rest is a weapon, not a reward. Machiavelli knew that a tired soldier loses every war. The modern poor person is exhausted, chronically, fatigued. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It is a tactic used by the system to keep you docile. When you are tired, you make emotional decisions. You buy junk food. You skip learning. You stay in bad relationships. On a low income, your mind is your only capital. A dull mind cannot strategize. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is ammunition. Sacrifice everything except 7.5 hours of sleep and 30 minutes of deep work. Cancel the TV. Cancel the scrolling. But never cancel rest. You are not a machine. You are a blade. Keep yourself sharp. The wealthy do not grind 24/7. They grind in sprints and recover in silence. Give yourself permission to sleep like a king, so you can think like one. Strategy 10. The virtue of psychopathic patience. Wait, but strike like a snake. Machiavelli wrote, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. The poor want results in 30 days. The wealthy plan in decades. But here is the twist. Patience without action is just waiting to die. You must be patient like a snake in tall grass, still, cold, watching. But the moment the opportunity appears, a promotion, a side client, a market gap, you strike with zero hesitation. Create a hunting calendar. For 11 months, you build skills and save a tiny war chest. In month 12, you make one aggressive move. Apply for the high-paying job. Launch the product. Move to the better city. Your low income is not a life sentence. It is a camouflage. While they underestimate you, you are sharpening your fangs. Let them laugh. Let them ignore you. You are not losing. You are loading. You came here looking for a budget spreadsheet. I gave you a philosophy of war. Niccolò Machiavelli lived in a world of betrayal, poverty, and political chaos. He did not write fantasies. He wrote survival manuals for people who had nothing left to lose. That is you right now. You have a low income, but you have something the wealthy fear. You have hunger. You have less to lose. You have the ability to move faster, take risks, and outwork the complacent. But only if you drop the victim mindset. Only if you stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What now?" Here is your mission. Over the next 7 days, implement just one of these 10 strategies. Just one. Post in the comments which strategy cuts you deepest. Write strategy 4 or strategy 7. Not for me, for you, to make it real. And if you want to go deeper, if you are ready to stop surviving and start ruling your own life, then hit subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't do hope, we do power. You are not cursed, you are not broken, you are unpriced. Go build your kingdom in the dark.